Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my wrestling channel, TB Wrestling. Today, I am joined by my lovely girlfriend, Sara, all the way via the interweb. And today, we are going to be giving our predictions for the upcoming AEW pay-per-view Double or Nothing. How are you doing today, Sara?
I'm good.
Good. What did you think of Dynamite?
I enjoyed it. It had a lot of good spots, and it helped propel more of the story going into Double or Nothing.
Are you excited for the pay-per-view on Sunday? Saturday? Sunday?
Saturday. Yeah, the 23rd Saturday.
You excited?
I am. I think there's a lot of great matches that are happening, and a lot of them have extended storylines.
Yeah, nice. So we are going to get started, and we're going to give our predictions. And feel free, and for each prediction, we're going to say what we want to happen, what we think will happen, and then how confident we are in what we think is going to happen will happen. Gotcha?
Gotcha.
Cool. So first off, we're going to start with a pre-show match, which is Private Party versus the Best Friends, which is the tag team match to determine the number one contender for the AEW World Tag Team Championships.
So I think it's gonna be the Best Friends because have been on a roll lately. They're really hot. They've been very consistent with what they're doing. And I know with everything that's happened with COVID, we haven't really gotten to see Private Party, but I just think that Best Friends are the next logical team.
Yeah. I would say Best Friends, but I wonder if the Private Party would be better suited against Kenny Omega and Hangman Page, maybe just for a little bit brief feud. I would like it to be the Best Friends, so that's what I'm doing for my liking. But I'm going to say I'm about 50% confident that it's going to be the Private Party that wins that match. Next up, we have just added tonight, Dustin Rhodes versus Shawn Spears.
Truthfully, could care less about this match. I'm gonna go with Dustin Rhodes winning it because I can't see Shawn Spears winning it. Just I don't really know why. It's just a match I don't care about, but I'm gonna go with Dustin Rhodes.
I'm gonna say that Shawn Spears wins. I don't think Dustin needs to win, though I would like it to be Dustin that wins. I don't think it's going to be.
Yeah, probably something hinky's gonna happen. That's a weird word, but
Yeah,
something's gonna interfere maybe.
yeah. Next we have Dr. Britt Baker, DMD versus Chris Statlander. For me, I'm gonna say that Britt Baker wins this one. I think Britt Baker should win. I think she should soon be on the hunt for the AEW World Women's Championship.
I agree. I think it's gonna be Britt. She's they've been really, really high on her lately, and I don't think it's just because she's been one of the women that they've been able to have consistently. I just think they've always been high on Britt. So it would be logical for her to win this and then continue on to going for the championship belt.
Yeah, definitely. Next we have Nyla Rose versus Hikaru Shida. No disqualification, no countout match for the AEW Women's World Championship, and I'm really torn because I don't think Hikaru Shida should be in this match. Not because she doesn't deserve it, but because I think Nyla Rose should win this match, and I don't think Hikaru Shida losing to Nyla Rose right now is good for the amazing momentum that Hikaru Shida's really built. I think it's kind of unfortunate that they have to have this match right now, especially with a no disqualification, no countout type of stipulation. So I'm going to say Nyla Rose.
I agree that I would love for Shida to have the title. like she's hot. She's like really like hot right now, and she's amazing wrestler, and she just has this like something about her that makes you want to root for her. But I just don't think Nyla's run with a title has been long enough. And I want to see her wrestle more matches. And having Shida this, not necessarily like soon, but like this early in the reign, and it being a no DQ match, it's just, I don't know. There's something off about it to me.
This would have been a good time, in my opinion, to do a triple threat match or a multi-woman match. That way you can have Shida in the match, which she rightfully deserves to be in, but maybe someone who can take the loss, take the pin from Nyla.
Yeah. And then could like set up a side feud with that type of thing.
I think when Nyla Rose loses, it needs to be a big deal. And I just don't think they've built someone up quite yet for it to be a big deal, for it not to hurt Nyla when she loses. I think it would hurt her if she lost now.
Yeah. Mainly because of the fact that we haven't gotten to see her a lot recently because of everything that's happened with COVID.
Mm-hmm. Next up, we have MJF with Wardlow versus Jungle Boy. And I think it's going to be MJF winning. I think Wardlow's going to help somehow probably take out Jungle Boy, or take out Marco and Luchasaurus, and probably distract Jungle Boy, and Jungle Boy probably getting rolled up or some shenanigans.
So, like, I think it's going to be MJF because, like, I don't think Jungle Boy is there yet to, like, kind of be the person that beats MJF. But I would love for it to be Jungle Boy. Like, that'd be an amazing win for Jungle Boy. But again, I agree with you how you said, like, I think Wardlow's going to get involved. And I think they're going to set up a match between Wardlow and Luchasaurus.
That'd be great. Let's see. Next up, we have Cody with Arn Anderson and Brandy Rhodes versus Lance Archer with Jake the Snake Roberts for the TNT Championship belt. And I think we both agree that this match should not be happening. Both these guys are way too big for this title, especially Lance Archer. I think we discussed that if they were going to do this, what we would do is we would swap Brody Lee and Lance Archer, have Lance Archer take on Jon Moxley, have Brody Lee take on Cody, and have Brody beat Cody for the TNT Championship. I think it would really hurt Cody if he had the TNT Championship. I think a lot of people would be upset. And the fact that people would be like, oh, he's booking himself to win. And he's like, oh, you can't win the AEW Championship, so he has the TNT title. I don't know. I don't think Cody's as hot as he once was. I think they should give it to Lance Archer, even though I think Lance Archer is a lot further ahead.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I would not have put either of them in this match for this title. Because, like, this should be, like, their mid-card title, and they should be, like, giving it to, like, their up-and-coming guys who aren't there yet for the heavyweight title. But, like, it's weird.
And the ironic thing is you have a lot of the guys who I think should be in this match be in the TNT ladder match for a heavyweight title opportunity. And it's like, I would rather see them in a match like this. Like, if it were up to me, I'd have Darby Allin in this match for the TNT title. I think it should have been Darby Allin having the title first. I think he would have been a really great first title holder.
I think it should have come down to Darby and Sammy in the final. Like, for the title would have been an amazing
also, I understand
match.
because Sammy is involved in the feud with the Elite. I understand why it's not Sammy.
Yeah, but you still put Jungle Boy in it then. Like, or in
Kip.
Cassidy. Or Kip.
Because Kip was actually in the tournament.
Yeah. But, like, it's just weird because I knew the minute I saw the tournament that came out that Cody and Lance were on separate sides of it. And they had been building this feud.
I think what would have been really interesting is have a Darby Allin Dustin Rhodes final That would have been very interesting. Old versus new style. I think that's slightly less predictable who wins it. Then you really could have had that stipulation storyline of, oh, if I lose, I retire with Dustin, and
Yeah.
really bring out speculation. And, you maybe even give the title to Dustin. You never know.
But it's also like right now, Cody's big, like, I don't know if he's trying to like sell it as he's in this like title's really important to him, is him saying, I need this title. They want this title. I need it. I'm like, do you really? Do you really need it?
Yeah. All right. Next, we have Jon Moxley versus Brody Lee for the AEW World Championship. I hope Jon Moxley wins it. But, man, I've seen some, I guess, persuasive things that make me think they could give it to Brody Lee. I'm going to predict, though, that Jon Moxley wins, but I have very low confidence on it.
See, I want Jon Moxley to win, and I think it should be Jon Moxley because they need to keep their title reigns long. They don't need to do these like quick change title
At least
reigns.
not now.
No, not now. But also though, it's like they don't need to have, oh, there's just a new person. He has to win the title. Like that shouldn't be their moniker. That shouldn't be something that they do a lot of.
And I think Brody Lee has the capability to be world champion one day, but they got to build him up. And this feud's felt kind of rushed.
It's felt rushed. It's felt like it's not really there at times. And I just don't think the Dark Order with Brody Lee as their like head person is really like solidified yet to be able to nicely have a like the title as
now
actually
if it was
being theirs.
If it was 3 months down the road, absolutely.
Oh yeah, I think like 3 months down the road they totally probably would be ready for it. But right now it's just
But the hard thing is, are they really going to have Brody Lee take a loss right now?
That's the other problem I have. Every time they bring in a new person, it's like they can't lose. They can't lose right now, but they can. They had Matt lose.
But I think it's different when it's being someone who's supposed to be this figure that they've been like bolstering up for a while. Now, one thing I could say that they could do that would be interesting is if they had Jon Moxley lose by shenanigans and then they have Jon Moxley chase for the title again.
I think once someone chases the title at least once, they kind of need to back out a little bit for a bit because there's so much talent on AEW's roster. You don't want them to get like dog piled up and stuck in the same storylines. It would be an interesting twist though. I just thought of this. If Moxley wins because someone in the Dark Order, one of like little minions, messed up and caused Brody Lee to be distracted.
That actually would be very interesting, and that could be a very good way. Or I don't know if they would do this because this is kind of like their WrestleMania. But if they had a DQ loss for Brody Lee, they've had like one DQ finish in the history of AEW.
Yeah.
So in a match that I think is probably their main event.
It'd be interesting.
So the main event also could be the Elite match.
Yeah. Because that's a stadium match. That's going to take a while, and it's going to be like expansive.
Also, it's their highest caliber match.
Yeah.
All right. So next, speaking of the Devil, we're going to talk about the Matt Hardy and the Elite, meaning Kenny Omega, Adam Page, Matt and Nick Jackson versus the Inner Circle of Chris Jericho, Jake Hager, Sammy Guevara, and Santana Ortiz. I am going with the Elite. I don't think there's a chance that they lose.
So I would love for the Elite to win because I think the Inner Circle would be fine taking a loss. But at the same time, though, I don't know how like cohesive the Elite are compared to what we've seen with Inner Circle being very on the same page, very protective of each other, and like working as a team, as a unit. The Elite can do it, when they need to, but it's not as cohesive. And with the fact that we don't know what exactly the Stadium Stampede match is going to look like, from what they explained tonight, it seems like you can get pinned or submitted anywhere in the stadium. So like they're going to have like multiple members of the Elite and Inner Circle like all over the place. So like that could also cause from some accidental hit from members hitting members,
and
which
I
I
would
think is going to be more likely.
be surprised if one faction adds a member or something.
Like has someone like come in, but also it's going to be probably more likely if they're going to have like, I would say it's more prevalent that someone in the Elite is going to hit another member of the Elite than someone in Inner Circle hitting someone in Inner Circle.
Oh, definitely. And then finally we have the Darby Allin versus Colt Cabana versus Orange Cassidy versus Rey Fenix versus Scorpio Sky versus Kip Sabian versus Frankie Kazarian versus Luchasaurus versus TBD match. I totally forgot Luchasaurus was in it until I read that right then.
I don't remember his.
No, I remember him being announced. I just didn't remember.
No, I remember him being announced. I'm trying to picture the little graphics they showed. Oh no, okay. Yeah, he was like kind of in the middle of the back.
I think it's gonna be mystery opponent who wins.
I don't want it to be.
Not if it's like Rusev.
Like I kind of explained it like earlier tonight, not to people listening, but to you, how the new people, I don't think it always should be the new person that comes in that wins when you're
no, but in this case, it would be kind of cool.
It would be kind of cool. Depending on who it is, I'd be okay with it.
Who do you think's winning?
I would love for Orange Cassidy to win.
It would be really cool since he suffered a lot of like just bad losses.
Yeah. I think it'd be really cool.
Yeah.
I don't know who the TBD person's gonna be.
It has to be an ex-WWE guy. It has to. Or Marty Scurll. And I don't think it's gonna be Marty Scurll.
I would probably freak if it was Marty Scurll.
And then if it's Marty Scurll should win.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what if they had him get involved in the Elite match?
Oh, that's the thing. That's what I would wonder. I feel like Marty Scurll wouldn't be in that match, though, because if he was going to show up, he'd be in the Elite match. Because it'd be weird if he wasn't in the Elite match.
Yeah, that'd be really weird if he wasn't in the Elite
Though it'd be really cool if he joined the Inner Circle, but also I feel like that would, like, take a place from, like, oh, I don't want him in the Elite. They've treated him dirty. I want him to terrorize the Elite. Which is why I kind of wanted him to be the leader of the Dark Order.
That would have been fun.
Though I also could see him being with, like, the Butcher and the Blade.
So, who do you think is going to be the TBD person?
Drew Gulak.
I just don't know why I can't get behind that.
I know you loved him in WWE.
I do love him. That's the thing. But I don't know why I can't get behind him being the TBD person.
I think it's because he was literally just on WWE TV the other day.
Yeah. I think that might be why. Like, I'm just like, no. That's too quick.
But the thing is, I feel like that would be so cool for him to be like, and the thing is, he left on a high note in WWE.
It is very interesting, like, who's all in this match. Also, the fact
it'd be really funny if it was Drake Maverick, who's still wrestling for WWE.
Yeah. I also think it's really interesting with the stipulation for this match that the chip is just hanging above the ring with the first two opponents are in there. So it could be grabbed.
I feel like there will be at least one person who will not be in the match.
Like, who doesn't get to be in the match because it's already grabbed?
And then it's a chip on their shoulder.
Ooh, yeah. I also really hope that it's just like this big chip that's the size of their face.
That'd be right. Oh, I'm imagining this like giant chip.
They have to be able to grab it, though.
I know, but like,
I kind of want it to have handles so it looks like a little purse.
now the question is, can they like cash in the chip at any time? Is it basically just like Money in the Bank?
It doesn't, I don't know if it's like a cash-in moment. I think it's just that they have a shot at the title.
I don't know. I just feel like since it's an actual chip, I feel like the chip is gonna like, or they can say like, I want to cash it in next week or something.
Yeah. I think it's like, it maybe like moves them up in the ladder. Like, so they just pass everyone and they're like, in first.
Yeah. But like, and I feel like, but it's not something they could fall down from. They automatically have a title shot.
Yeah. It's like that they're stuck.
But if I'm looking at people, say it's not TBD who wins, or in the weird case that TBD doesn't even enter.
Oh, that'd be so funny.
Dude, people would be pissed.
That'd be so funny.
But I feel like that'd be in a situation where like TBD, they think it's going to be someone, the person decides not to sign, and they don't have anyone.
Yeah.
They'd be like, well, but in that case, I would just throw on Pineapple Pete or someone. Like, just...
Yeah, just give us someone. Since you kept saying it's going to be someone, just give it
I mean,
to
I
us.
feel like people would at least be like, okay, if it was like Pineapple Pete.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say Luchasaurus would be a great pick. But so would Darby and Orange Cassidy. I don't know. I love every person in that match.
Yeah, it's like...
It's a stacked match. I think it's going to be incredible.
I don't... Like, this is the one match that I really don't care who wins. Like maybe the TBD person, depending on who it is.
But the thing is, even if it was Frankie Kazarian or Scorpio Sky who won, I still feel like that'd be very compelling.
It would be, because the fact that they beat one of their tag members.
Yeah, and I feel like Rey Fenix proved tonight that he is on fire.
Oh, yeah.
I think I would be a little disappointed if Cole Cabana won.
Maybe just a little. Are Frankie Kazarian and Scorpio Sky the only two tag team members that are in the match?
Oh, people who are on tag teams or people who are teamed up?
People who are tag teams that have competed with each other.
Yes, they're the only people.
That's an interesting little compelling storyline that's in that, because they're the only two that's coming in as a team.
I could see SCU breaking up soon.
Aww.
But couldn't you? We haven't really had a tag team breakup.
I could, but that's so sad.
Yeah. Well, anyways, Sarah, thank you so much for joining me for these predictions. I'm looking forward to this on Saturday. And everyone, have a great day.